Alright, so let's see if this worked. This is going to be the first blog. The purpose of all these blogs is to record, document life for the future, for anybody to see in the future, see how life was back then, back in 2018, and how life progressed. More importantly, these are for the future baby pandas that's going to be out there in the future, that can see how life is from their parents. Hopefully I can keep this up and running on a daily basis, or at least a little more consistent. You know, first time is always going to be rough, but I think as I get better, it should be better. So right now we're on our way to work, and time for a little story time. So one of the things that I've been eyeballing to purchase these last, honestly, these last year, was this big Snorlax beanbag chair that's been on this website for $150, and I've been eyeballing that beanbag chair forever. But I didn't think $150 was worth the beanbag chair just yet. So recently, Thanksgiving just passed, Cyber Monday just passed, and I was like, you know what the heck? Let's go back on the website. Let's give it a shot. Lord behold, the beanbag chair was discounted to $100. Oh man! So I pull out my credit card so quick. I was like, "Hun, we're buying the beanbag chair." So I purchased the beanbag chair. It was supposed to come in yesterday, so I was all excited after work. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go home, open up this big old package, and see how my beanbag chair is gonna look like." Waited. It said it was gonna come at 9 p.m. So I waited, went on the website, clicked refresh, and then it said beanbag chair will be delivered to your home tomorrow. So I was a little bit pissed. I was like, oh my god, I've been waiting this whole time, having anxiety for my beanbag chair. So maybe I'll get it tonight. So on my way to work right now. Work, and then come home, hopefully to a big box. Hopefully I won't be lazy and I pull out my camera and record that moment. It's a 4-foot tall Snorlax beanbag chair. Hopefully it looks good. I've been excited for it. On other news, it is the end of the year. 2019 is about to happen in a couple of weeks. So let's see what happens in 2019. Hun's going to school. She's finally got accepted, so she's doing her, I don't know, orientation, drudge work, paperwork, whatever you want to call it, work. And then hopefully by the time she's done, she'll start scheduling for class, and then start school. According to her, hopefully she'll finish within 2 years. So 2 years from now, maybe 2021, she'll start working, and then we'll progress to the next chapter of life where both parties working. So for now, it's all hustle grind. Nothing too much. You know, a lot of people think about this, about trying to make a YouTube video, trying to make a YouTube channel, but a lot of people don't want to start, or a lot of people are afraid to start, or they just don't know how to start. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in the same boat, I'm in the same situation. My purpose of making these videos, to be honest, is really just to document my life. You know, I want to go back 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 50 years from now, and just look back at these videos, see my younger self, and see how life progressed. And then maybe I'll sit down with the kids and watch these kind of videos and see how, you know, we were when we were young and what we did. So instead of just sitting down and having story time, we can actually sit down and watch an actual video. Because what I do now You know, when my mother back then, when I was a baby growing up, she took a lot of photos, and then she did a lot of recording videos as well. So that's one of the few things I appreciate watching those videos. You know, I'm much older, but then watching videos when I was just a kid, it hits a soft spot. You know, it makes you feel a little bit happy inside. It makes you see where life was back then, because obviously you can't remember everything when you're young or when you're a baby. So you get to relive some of those memories. You get to see how your family members, brothers, cousins, grandparents, aunts, uncle, how everybody grew up as well. You know, over time, people change physically, people change mentally, things around you change as well. So hopefully, you know, you get to see things progress around you. It's almost like a time lapse. And for the people that's watching all of these videos, they're for the little pandas. That's what I call them. That's what I'm gonna call them. Hopefully I'll still call them by the time there's actual little pandas. You know, with pandas, the name came from college one day. I had a class where it was like an animal spiritual class, and one day the professor was like, all right, everybody think deep and figure out what is your spirit animal. So I thought about it a lot, thought, and then one day panda just kind of resonated to me. I was like, you know what, back then I like the color black and white. Like if you see me with black shorts and a white shirt. So I was like, you know what, I like black and white. I like to eat. I'm Asian. And what animal fits all of that? And the panda just came to mind. And I was like, oh my lord, I think I am a panda. When I thought about it, I actually liked the idea. It made sense. So I went to the professor. I'm like, hey, I am a panda. And from since then, you know, the word panda kind of spread with me and my friends. Told them the little story, so then they start calling me panda, and it just kind of stuck with me from there. Like I actually genuinely like being called panda. You know, things around me being panda, calling my little kids panda, panda here, panda there. And it has been like that for many, many years now. So a lot of people, they either call me panda or they call me Panda Win. The reason behind Panda Win is because Win is obviously my last name. So, you know, I play a lot of video games, play a lot of online games, especially League of Legends, and a lot of the panda names got taken. So originally I was gonna put panda, you know, and then a couple of numbers behind that for my game name. But one day I decided to, you know what, let's put Panda Win. Let's see if that's taken. And Lord behold, guess what? It's not taken. And I actually like the name Panda Win. So when I play games with my friend, of course, you know, Panda Win is a very catchy name. And it's a little bit more fun to say than Anthony. So a lot of people call me Panda Win. And I don't mind. She likes to be called Boo, B-O-O. She also has her nickname where her friends kind of came up with that nickname for her. So it's not like a generic Boo like most people would call each other. You know, her Boo has like a story or background behind it. So I'm Panda and her name is Boo. Maybe one day she'll tell you her story about how she came up with that name. One of the things that Han likes one day, I wouldn't call it one day I came up with that idea, but one of the things that Han liked as well was that there's this dog. It's like a Pomeranian dog, but you cut the hair, it becomes like this big fluff ball dog. That dog name was Boo. So she likes that dog. So I'm just like, one day, you know, I like dogs too, and I would like to own some dogs. Personally, I don't know which dog I'm gonna get for myself, but I know one of the dogs we're gonna get is a Pomeranian because of Boo. So we're gonna get a Pomeranian, cut up the hair, and name it Boo, exactly like that dog. And then we're gonna name one of my dogs eventually, maybe Panda as well. Right now I'm debating between a Corgi, I like Corgi, short feet, kind of fat, cute. But I'm still not quite sure which dog I want yet, so it's still up for debate. But for the time being, we're just like, man, imagine we have a Boo and a Corgi Panda. It would be so cute. And one of the things I would like to have too is a cat. One of the things I like is a dog-cat relationship. Like, I love for them to grow up together. I love for them to like bond together as family. You know, not that typical cat hates dog, dogs hate cat kind of relationship. Like, I want them to bond. So it sounds like a lot of work in my mind, because you're gonna have 2 dogs and a cat. So that's 3 animals on top of everything else in life. But ideally, you know, if I have the money and I have the time and the resource, that's definitely, you know, one of the things I would like to do. I'm about to get to work now, so I'm probably gonna cut this short. Maybe after work I'll start vlogging again. Hopefully the package comes in so I can show everybody. And yeah, we'll see what happens then. Alrighty guys, we just got out of work. We're on our way home. I'm expecting a big box when I get home. I've been checking online, checking the UPS website, seeing when it's gonna get delivered, and they said that it was delivered to the home at around 2 p.m. So I can't wait to go home and unbox my new Snorlax beanbag chair. Oh, I hope it's gonna be good. For $100, hope it's worth it. And then right after that, gonna go take a shower, and then probably go eat hot pot with Han and Big Tina. I was hoping to go to this restaurant called Roost. What's unique about that restaurant is that they have these fried cauliflower. Blew my mind. Like, the way they make it, it tastes just like takoyaki. They put these miso dressing, and then they top it off with bonito flakes, and it tastes just like takoyaki, but it's cauliflower. And oh man, had it, instantly fell in love with it. But everybody else wants to go eat hot pot, so I guess most likely we're gonna go there. It's the winter season, so I'm having the sniffles right now. One thing about me, I'll wake up in the morning perfectly fine, eat breakfast, drink a cup of coffee. 2 hours later, I walk out the house, instant, got the sniffles. Makes no sense. And the thing about my sniffles is that once I get it, it'll last the whole day. And the best way to get rid of my sniffles is either to take medicine or to take a shower. So definitely gonna go home and take a shower. Another surprising thing today, got a phone call from the recruiter to try to set up an interview. I'm very excited that they finally called me. I applied over a month ago and there has not been a response, and they finally called me at 6 p.m. tonight. Like, who the heck calls at 6 p.m. to schedule for an interview? So unfortunately I was working, so I couldn't pick up their phone call. So hopefully I can either reach out to them or they'll call me back tomorrow. Since I'm off tomorrow, I'll have all the time in the world to pick up their phone call. Oh man. you know, in the future when I have my own house and everything, there's a good chance I'm probably gonna deck out the house with a bunch of like Pokemon stuff. I don't know, I'm just a big fan. Like, you know, we're all grown, but Pokemon, you know, it's been a big part of my childhood. Start with this big old beanbag chair, and let's see what else I'm gonna get. And as far as my future little pandas, I'm gonna make sure they grow up knowing what Pokemon is. I think it's a great thing to have as part of your childhood memory. All right, we finally got a big box. Time to open it. This is my early Christmas. Surprisingly, the box is a lot lighter than I thought, so hopefully it's a good gift. Don't poke it. Don't cut it. Take it out. See if you can take it out. Oh, I see blue. Just throw somewhere.
Oh, we have to bubble?
No. Kinda suction, huh? It's vacuum air to make it smaller. Then once we open the vacuum, it's gonna expand. You got this. You got this. It's a 200-pound Snorlax. Just kidding. Oh shit. He's a square Snorlax. He's getting bigger. Makitukum. Makitukum. Makitukum up Sam. Let's see. Let's see. Give birth to it. It's a square Snorlax. This is funny. That's funny. He's so squished, but the head's so big. I'm excited. No, honey, you just open the whole zipper. With the moment you open the zipper, it's gonna become big. Oh, dang! If it's already this big, I wonder how bigger it'll get. There we go. There we go. Let's see if it's gonna expand. Oh. Take it out. Take it out. Oh, I see the face. Don't rip the head. Oh shit.
Here.
He's so fat.
Hi. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Hi. Hey.
Put it down. Make it look nice. Lay on it. Because you stepped on the stomach.
Oh. The face. Here. I can chưa? Hôi quá.
It's okay. Yeah, it's a new smell. How does this feel? This feels like okay. That's not bad. It's not bad. Let's stretch it out. The claws. Oh, it feels soft though. Yeah, it feels really soft. Ooh, it feels nice. It smells like mothball though.